Hey, what's up, Zane?
Hey, Alex.
Wait, who's Alex?
Well, you, isn't it?
No, I'm not Alex. I'm clearly the doctor.
Cool.
Sweet.
Alright. Hey, guys.
Hey, this is Alex Weiss here.
Yep, I'm Zane White from Epic Productions Live, which is the channel you're on right now. Or Sonics. Anyways. And as he said, he's Alex Weiss from...
Weiss.
Whatever. It's Alex from his YouTube channel.
It's All Good Productions.
Yep.
Which is temporarily my name.
I think you should stick with it. Just saying.
Okay.
Anyways, so we are here to review the final episode of Series 8.
Death in Heaven.
Gosh, I can't believe it's already...
That's done.
We're done with Doctor Who.
Well, we still got the Christmas special.
Yeah, I know, but that's 7 weeks away.
Be patient, fool.
I can't... When it comes to Doctor Who, I cannot be patient.
Anyway, this episode starts where we left off with Clara, actually, and she is being cornered by these Cybermen. And she plays a little trick. She pulled in Flatline that she is the doctor, actually. And she starts referencing all her, like, grandchildren, her daughter, David Tennant's daughter, Jenny, from the Doctor's Daughter, which was kind of cool callback and stuff.
Yeah.
And turns out that Danny Pink has been transformed into a Cyberman and is, well, he's kind of a Cyberman, but he's really not. He still has emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
And he helps Clara out.
Oh, that's just kind of the general overview, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go a little more into detail on this actual episode. So, yes, we do actually, we don't exactly start with Clara. We actually do start off literally where we ended. No, it's on there. With the Doctor and Missy outside, and the Cybermen emerged onto the plaza. And the funny thing is, as we said in the last review, none of the people ran away. No one was scared.
No, yeah, they were taking selfies.
They were
with the
taking
Cybermen.
selfies of Cybermen, and there's been a few people on YouTube. There's been a lot that I've seen anyways that they're saying, and I agree, that people of Earth just are not really afraid of anything.
Like
anymore.
we've had like threats of like ISIS and terrorists and all this Ebola, swine flu, bird flu. We're just really desensitized to danger and stuff. We just know that, okay, it's gonna blow over with us, we'll be fine and stuff mentality. So
Yeah.
I think like Moffat's commenting on our society that we're not scared of anything anymore unless something huge happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you looked at it from the Doctor Who universe standpoint, which is probably the standpoint you should look at for this episode, is the fact that you've had Cybermen attacking the world countless times.
Yeah.
You've had the Daleks attack the world countless times, and you've had other aliens, you name it, attack the Earth, and then of course the forest attack the Earth, and so it's like. It's like almost normal for them now.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Oh, we're under attack again. Okay. What time do you want to meet at Starbucks again?
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, there's Daleks outside.
Whatever. I'll put my trash there.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the Doctor's kind of looking around like, what the heck is going on here? And then Missy's like, well, these are my boys. They're all with me, and they're all going to do what I tell them to do.
Yeah.
And we find out that when the Doctor and Missy are talking, Osgood, she comes up. Of course, she's this time wearing the bow tie.
Bow ties are cool.
representing Matt Smith, just like she represented.
Did you cough or something?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. All right. You
Just,
okay? You
yeah,
okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
Just like she represented Tom Baker
yep.
in the 50th. Seen the pattern here.
Mhm. Most popular doctors she
And
represents.
the funny thing is, at the beginning, it looks like she's going to take a picture of the doctor, Missy, and the Cybermen.
Yeah.
But she fools us all by saying, "Go, go, go!"
Yeah.
And
She
a whole bunch of unit troops come storming in and surround all of them. And then, of course, the head of unit right now, Kate Stewart, comes back in, which I love Kate Stewart.
Yeah, she's a pretty good character.
It's good to see her back. And so they take out Missy. And then, well,
Well, they put both of them under arrest.
more Missy under arrest, but
Yeah.
the doctor just kind of knocked him out just so he didn't like argue with anything they did or and the funny thing was, I think it was either before or after that, I can't remember, but it's Kate Stewart brought out the very old head of the Cybermen.
From like the first Invasion episode.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And she's like, "Yeah, you left a little stuff from the last time you invaded here." Which, I mean...
Don't litter on the streets.
Yeah. I mean, this literally was like a callback to the invasion, the Second Doctor episode. Because it was literally the Cybermen walking down the stairs from St. Paul's Cathedral.
Yeah.
So, that was a nice touch. So then, doctor's knocked out.
Missy's knocked down under arrest.
Yep. And before the doctor fully goes under, like asleep or whatever you want to call it, he tells Osgood something, and Kate's like, what did he tell you? And she's like, we need to check the graveyards.
Yeah.
Because at this point...
Missy's plan is to put a Cyberman in every single city in the world so it can infect, like go up into the sky and like become basically this cloud and pollinate the earth like rain with Cybermen
Space,
sperm, whatever.
Yeah, it's basically Cybermen pollutants.
Yeah.
So, like,
Pollen,
what it does is, basically the Cybermen explode, they have nanobites go over, they combine with rain, and once they come down, they instantly convert a dead body into a Cyberman. So, which is pretty cool. I have to say.
Yeah, they were very, very zombie-like in this episode because, like, we had that scene later on with Clara in the graveyard, and like they were talking in unit, like, oh, why aren't they doing anything? Well, they haven't like gotten to that point yet.
Yeah.
So, and they were just like meandering and walking around.
Well, yeah. I mean, at one point in the episode, the doctor did say, they're not really doing, well, Kate's like, they're not really doing anything. Give them time. They will.
Yeah.
And so anyways, that's all done. The Cybermen fly up into the sky. They explode, create this clouds. It rains down, makes a lot of dead people into Cybermen.
Yeah.
And the doctor wakes up in this airplane hangar.
Yeah.
Well, Missy does. She's there too. But
She's all Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. And they uncuff her, and the doctor's like, whoa, where the heck am I? It's like, Kate, why did you do this? Your dad would do it. Oh, yes, he would.
And they got the TARDIS too on like a little crane thing.
Yeah. And so when, like, I think, like, she kind of rushed through this, Kate rushed through this line, but she was like, we're going to need you on Air Force One or something.
Yeah.
And the doctor's, he's like, and I think the doctor kind of is with us because he's like, what? It's like, what did you just say? She said, yes, in the instant that a world crisis so bad happens.
We promote somebody to be president of the Earth, and we chose you. And that is an extremely dumb idea.
Not necessarily. I mean, the Doctor has saved the Earth countless times.
Yeah, true, but
So I mean, he kind of does have the like the qualifications to do it.
yeah,
So I mean,
because that worked out so well with Rome
hey,
and any other dictator in the history of ever.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was like I think for the most part, a temporary thing. Until the threat was over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they take off. I don't know exactly where they're even heading. I don't even know if they even said.
Yeah, I think they're just like in the air, just like staying away from like everything.
Yeah, probably. Well, they were probably then looking at the like trying to find out what was in the clouds and everything.
Yeah.
Which so the Doctor's talking to everybody, and we have to talk about what was inside the airplane, because as a Classic Who lover, I was like, yes, because we walk into the plane. Of course, it's all high tech.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
2014 technology, and on one wall there is a painting of the past Brigadier Leverett Stewart, which is Kate's dad. Which for Classic Who lovers, it's Brigadier Leverett Stewart from like the
I have no idea.
second Doctor on.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
You need to do some research because he's like one of the best known throughout Classic Who.
Okay, I'll just stick with New Who, okay?
Anyways, so yeah, so they get on the plane, they talk about some stuff, you know, typical, what are we going to do, Mr. President, out there?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that typical stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think next we go to, with Osgood, down with Missy, when she finally wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, it's like, Missy's like,
I got something to tell you.
I got something to tell you. Okay, I'll say
And
it.
like she's not buying it and stuff, and then like she finally goes over, and then Missy goes, I'm gonna kill you in the next minute.
Yeah, and the funny thing is the way she said, she's like, well, Osgood's like, well, then just tell us. I have to whisper it.
Yeah.
And she gets closer, then she says that, and Osgood's like, no, you're not gonna do it.
And then she finds the handcuffs in her pocket.
And she's like, these aren't mine. And she's like, Missy's doing her lips, and then she's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're mine. And then it's fun, it's kind of creepy, but kind of cool, because it's like we see Missy right there for a second, then we go to Osgood, and then all of a sudden Missy's right behind her.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
Say
Missy,
something nice.
and then she's like, she aims at the two guards, kills the two guards.
Easily.
And then, yeah, then she's like kind of trying to boost Osgood up. So
Yeah.
that when she does kill her, it's like, it's not like a total like dick move.
Yeah.
And it's
Osgood is basically the Agent Coulson of Doctor Who.
yeah,
Just don't bring her back.
no. Well, I don't even see how they bring her back from that.
Nah.
It's I don't know.
The Master has more chances of coming back than she does.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the funny thing is, Osgood does actually say, well, if you kill me, then you would be missing out on valuable information that I could provide to you. She's like, this is like, you know,
You are right.
you got a point, but I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then she just kills her right there on the spot. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, poor girl.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when the Missy summons the Cybermen to come take down a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, Cybermen can fly now.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Hey, it's better than the Master flying in like End of Time, right?
When did he fly?
Like, wait a minute, when like he resurrected himself in the End of Time, didn't he get like flying powers?
No.
Was
He could jump, but
No, it looked like flying to me.
I call that just high jumping. I don't know.
When you have little lasers out of your hand and stuff like that, you call that jumping.
It's stationary jumping. I don't know. Anyways, getting back
We're
on topic.
arguing about pointless.
Anyways, so the Cybermen start attacking the ship, or not the ship, the plane.
Yeah, the plane.
And the doctor's like, okay, I gotta get done with Missy because obviously she has something to do with why these Cybermen are here.
Yeah.
And he goes down there, and she's like, well, hey, doctor, I'm free, and I have a gift for you. And he's like, I don't want a gift from you.
You completely like missed out how he escapes the plane.
Well, I'm still on the plane.
Oh, this is on the plane?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forget. Oh, never mind.
This is before she does that.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, so they kind of talk, kind of bigger with each other.
Yeah.
Then the phone on the TARDIS starts ringing, and the doctor's like,
Hello.
so it was you who gave her that number. And she's like, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Michelle Gomez, I have to say, I actually really liked her master.
Yeah.
I am really growing on her. Or she's growing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yeah,
But
she was, yeah.
so the doctor answers the phone, it's Clara, and that's when we find out that Danny is a Cyberman, except he still has emotions.
Yeah. And Clara is in the graveyard with Danny, and in order to basically kind of kill Danny as like a Cyberman, he wants her to turn off his emotions stuff. And this is just like a heartbreaking episode.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh man, this sucks.
So once the doctor's like, Clara, do not turn that on, or
He will kill you.
or he'll snap your neck, crush your bones. He got pretty descriptive about it.
Yeah. You're basically committing suicide.
Yeah. And she's like, well, if you're not going to help me, then screw you. She throws her phone.
Yeah.
And
That was the deciding factor. Like, okay, I'm officially done with the doctor. Pretty much.
she's like, I can't listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's the point where Mrs. like, well, doctor, you know, it's been fun, but I really should be leaving. So she goes to, she has this wristwatch that she uses to control the Cybermen, and she activates one button on it, blows a hole on the side of the airplane. Kate Stewart happens to come down.
Yeah, flies out of the plane.
Flies out of the plane.
And somehow survives.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And Mrs. like, it's like, well, don't worry, I'll miss her too. And I'm like, holy crap, this is so bad, but it's so funny at the same time. This is, I'm feeling very conflicted at the moment because I didn't know whether to feel bad or laugh at it. It was just that type of moment. The doctor's like, well, what the heck? I mean, why'd you have to send her out in the first place? And she's kind of just pushes it off. She's like, boys, I think I'm ready to go. I gotta leave the doctor basically here to die. So she transports away, and the doctor struggles to hang on to I guess like a strap or something.
Yeah, it was a strap. Yeah, it was a strap.
And eventually he gives in and falls.
Jumps out of the plane.
Well, no, he flies out. Hold on. Don't get. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So yeah, he flies out of the plane. We go back to Missy and Seb.
Yeah, Seb.
Back in the Gallifreyan kind of Matrix thing.
Yeah.
And they're watching him fall.
And like Missy hopes, like, oh, I hope he gets squished.
Well, she's saying, well, that's not really the best way to go, Doctor.
You're gonna go splat.
And Seb, oh my gosh, Seb was hilarious in the scene because the doctor's like, he's falling, and then he goes to grab someone and he's like, what's he doing? And then the doctor grabs his TARDIS key, and as he does, he goes into Bond mode.
Yeah, James Bond mode.
He goes with his arms back, legs back, dives down, and we find out that he's been able to call the TARDIS right below him.
Yeah.
And it's like, 5 points, Doctor.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
mean, holy crap. You pull a Bond move, then you pull a Bond way to get back into the TARDIS. And the funny thing is, once he does get in the TARDIS, it's like we get that cloud shot, and then the TARDIS pops up,
Yep.
and it goes back down.
Yep.
And then that's the point where he goes to see Clara and Danny,
Yeah.
and he tries to,
Reason with Clara.
yeah, and he's like, I don't want to make Danny into a complete Cyberman, but I have to know what
Yeah.
they're up to, because the only way you can do that is by turning off the emotion chip.
Yeah.
And it comes to a point where Clara,
Clara.
against her better judgment, she's like, I have to do this because he wants me to. And so she uses the Dr. Sonic, deactivates it, and then Danny is hooked into the Cyberman hive.
Yeah.
And the doctor asks him, what's going to happen? And Danny basically says, the Cybermen are going to turn all the dead people into more Cybermen.
Yeah.
And then,
And take over Earth.
yeah, basically, another Conqueror story.
Yeah. Yay, like we haven't seen that before.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Probably why no one was scared of the Cybermen in the plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, at this point, I was like, you see Missy come in, flying with an umbrella.
Oh yeah,
Mary
like
Poppins
Mary
style.
Yeah, Mary Poppins. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Like, Mary Poppins' evil twin sister.
Yeah. And then she's like, well, Doctor, it's been fun, but here, let me show you what I can do with all these Cybermen. She starts saying orders, and the funny part was she started doing what a flight attendant does. The access to the left and the right.
Yeah.
And she's making, and just picture all these Cybermen are doing the exact same motions at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the one thing I didn't even know, because I don't think they've even brought this up, but I've wondered, she knew when the Doctor's birthday was.
Yeah.
No one's ever did that before.
And then like she gives her a gift. Basically the entire Cybermen army.
And he's like, I don't want this. I don't need an army. She's like, yes, you do. You want this, Doctor. You want to stop those bad guys? You do it. You want to go save those people in the Dalek prison camps? You go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Doctor's like, no, this is not the way I do things. It's the way you do things. And Missy's kind of reasoning for giving him this power is because she wants her friend back.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I kind of do. I kind of agree that she does want, that friendship, frenemy friendship between the Doctor and her back.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since they were actually, best pals, since they were kids.
Yeah.
And so then he's like, no. I am not a good man. I am not a bad man.
I am an idiot.
I am an idiot.
That was good.
And he's like, and there is one thing you missed when you were doing all your motions. There is one Cyberman that was not moving with you, and that was Danny.
Yep.
Even though his emotions chip was turned on, so he didn't have any emotions, he still was able to resist her commands. And so the Doctor throws the wrist
To him.
to Danny, and Danny is epic.
Yeah, he becomes the general of the Cybermen army, and he gives them all orders to stand at attention, and orders them all to basically go up into the huge cloud and basically blow it up, sacrificing himself and all the other Cybermen except for maybe one.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind, he mainly sacrificed himself not just for the world, but actually more for Clara.
Yeah, Clara.
Because he was like, you'll sleep well tonight, because I'm gonna save the world.
Yeah.
And his speech was just,
badass.
oh my gosh, yeah. So everything, world saved.
Yeah.
Cybermen.
And then Missy is basically, well, that didn't go as planned, and then pretty much, and like the doctor's about ready to take out Missy when, as soon as he like clicks the button, like she gets vaporized by another Cyberman, and it turns out to be the other guy that he just mentioned.
Brigadier Lefford Stewart.
Yep.
Yes, we cannot. Dead people. But you know what? Moffat. Wow. Moffat.
You can't pronounce anything tonight.
Not tonight. He said in the Doctor Extra that even though Brigadier Lefford Stewart is dead and he was turned into a Cyberman, he still does not fall under the Cyberman's control. He is still the Brigadier. And he was, because he was basically protecting Kate, which was saved by a Cyberman, which was probably him, I'm guessing. And so, yeah, but there is one thing you missed. Missy gave, I don't know if this is still accurate or if she just misled him, but she gives the Doctor coordinates to where apparently Gallifrey is. And he goes there, and when he does, there's nothing there. And he starts getting mad, and when he starts literally hitting the TARDIS console as hard as he can, and
he was actually like breaking it.
He was breaking the TARDIS console because there's like sparks flying, there's like puffs of smoke flying out. He was just really angry because I think he was really expecting to find Gallifrey.
Yeah, he was. Well, like it's in like another pocket dimension. Anyway, so it could be like right in front of him, but in a different dimension.
Yeah. So everything resolves itself. The Doctor and Clara, they kind of say their goodbyes, and then there's a point at the end where there's this kind of portal thing, and it's Danny being able to use the wrist to get out of the afterlife, or whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, there's in the first part, there's a kid who found out that he killed accidentally in war. So
he brings him back so he could like be with his mom and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean Clara's really sad about it, but I mean, then you said I have promises to keep, and I'd like to honor those. So. But you know, I mean, after that, it's kind of like the kid just disappears and never see him again.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So then, the Doctor says, Clara and Doctor talk for the final time, which it was touching. Yeah. And they're basically saying, well, you helped me to be better, and you helped me to be better. We both made each other better. Yeah. And then, so the Doctor takes off and goes to black, and the credits time. Wait a second! There's another clip for the Christmas special!
Yeah!
And it's funny, because we see the Doctor's like, then you hear knocking on the Star Destroyer, he's like, what? And then we hear some guy from the outside of it saying,
like, is this really how it's going to end?
It's like, Doctor, this is not how it's going to end. And the Doctor goes to open the door, and in comes walking Santa Claus.
Nick Frost says Santa Claus, and then like he goes, so what do you want for Christmas?
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Because I don't know if they're implying that Santa Claus is real, or if it's just like
it's like the whole Robots of Sherwood thing, maybe conflict.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's like no such thing as Robin Hood. There's no such thing as Santa Claus, and it's just like. Really have to do this again, Capaldi's probably thinking.
Yeah. So, overall, what would you give this episode?
Maybe an 8. Like, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like, alright. Doctor Who season finale, alright.
Yeah, I mean, it ended on a good note.
Yeah, fairly good note.
I'd probably give it 8.5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, overall, this was a great season.
Yeah, it was.
I totally
yeah,
love
really...
Capaldi. I feel he's going to do great in the Christmas special, Series 9. hopefully he stays around for Series 10.
Yep.
I would really like that if he stayed for at least 3 seasons.
Yep. That would be awesome.
But yeah, so yeah, guys, this is our final review until the Christmas special, and we won't be together for the Christmas special. So I may be doing my own review for it. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe.
see. We'll see.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the last episode for season 8. So, in the meantime, I will start reviewing The Flash, Arrow, and Gotham. Coming in the next weeks or so.
Yeah. And I'll be reviewing probably Interstellar, probably the next Hunger Games, The Hobbit, and a bunch of like Christmas movies on my channel stuff. So yeah, look forward to
don't
that.
Don't forget Big Hero 8.
6.
Oh, whatever. Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks guys to those 7 of you.
Yep.
Keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching.
And well, I guess I'll see you in whatever next video you happen to watch.
Okay.
And remember, subscribe to his
Yes,
channel.
please.
His channel is known as Alex
Weiss.
Yep,
Weiss.
Weiss. But
Why can't you get that right?
I don't know. But his production name is It's All Good
Yep.
Productions.
Yep.
So yeah, subscribe to him.
Yes, please.
Subscribe to me.
Yep.
And
See.